All right, how are you feeling? A lot of stuff to take in because you've been doing it wrong all this time, completely wrong.
Hey, can I tell you something really quickly? What's up, guys? Now that I have got your attention with that 200 IQ opener, today's video is gonna be about male nature. More about male nature than female nature. Guys, in life, especially in today's world, it is imperative that you stop thinking like a man. You gotta stop thinking with your male instincts and reflexes. Just like how when you are in a battle, whether it is a business negotiation or a video game, whatever, the best strategy is to anticipate your opponent's next move. And you can only do that when you successfully start thinking like him, or at least successfully see his line of thought. And you can never do that if you refuse to leave your mental cave. I wish I didn't have to make this video, but I see every day that many of you don't practice this yet. And that is why I have to spell it out for some people in the audience to get this in your head thoroughly. I know some people in the comments are gonna be like, we understand, man. Bro, like, what you don't understand is the nature of YouTube and how many people just stumble upon these videos. What is obvious to you is not obvious to so many viewers of this channel. Trust me, I know, I get to interact with viewers every day. Maybe you are one of the smart ones who truly digested it, but when you look at things in a wider way, wider perspective, you will notice that this is a trap a lot of men fall victim to. Now, what I'm trying to get at, without rambling too much, the main point of the video. A while back, I was checking the Discord server, right? I was like, let's see what the boys are talking about. And what I saw there was kinda concerning, to put it politely. And keep in mind, this is coming from a supporter, not some random commenter. This guy is more dedicated than the average viewer. Keep that in mind. They were talking about attraction dynamics, and this convo took place. You have so much to offer, or fail to offer, and these things are all interchangeable goods. Height, face, wallet, personality, more or less in that order. Yeah. So basically he was telling the other guy money holds the same importance as looks. You know, the typical, oh, all relationships are transactional and money can create attraction. It holds the same importance as looks. That kind of stuff. You know, if he only mentioned personality there, make no mistake, it would still be laughable. But I wouldn't have made this video. Only a very small, very fringe minority at this point still believes all that mumbo jumbo about personality. And they are laughing stock in the manosphere anyway. I know people in the comments are gonna roast them for adding personality in that list. But guys, money one is much more insidious and low-key a trap that most men fall into. Don't get mad at him. He's not the only one, bro. This is very common. If he was a very small fringe minority among you, I wouldn't have to make this video. And not only this is common in our circles, this is almost the default line of thinking in the general manosphere. Because once you have some financial success as a man in life, you subconsciously start to think like, look at what I have accomplished. I am a doctor, you know, I am truly the superior male. Who the fuck is that broke dude anyway? He's a lowlife. He can't be superior to me just because he has a sharper jawline and a taller height. That is how your mind works. Yours. But to a woman, a broke 6'4" hot bloke is superior to a short, balding scientist. You can think you are superior, I can think you are superior, but it doesn't change certain realities on the ground. And this is the dangerous part, guys. When you believe that notion, you also start to believe that women will think like you as well. And that they will be attracted to you. Or at least are supposed to be attracted to you. And that what you have accomplished can create genuine attraction. Sadly, women's values are different than yours. If you are looking at the world from your cave all the time, you may not have a proper idea on what the world looks like from others' caves. So woman, he is the superior one. That 6'4" hot block with a sharp jawline, low life, unemployed, he is the superior one. Put that in your head, alright?
If there is a prenup, I'm not gonna marry you.
She's yell, don't you? It's all you know how to do.
Even like I feel more attracted to my ex even than to you.
Yeah,
And
well-
he's better looking than you. And he has
yeah,
even
right.
more money than you.
Yeah,
and he's
right.
young and he doesn't have sex
Oh,
problems
yeah,
like you do.
Exactly. You couldn't. You're the worst sexual person in the world.
Oh, you should just go and ask my ex-boyfriend if I'm the worst
have to
sexual
ask her.
person.
So
Go
why
and
aren't you
ask
still with your
him.
ex?
Go and ask him.
Why aren't you still with your ex? Tell me that.
I won't even answer that.
You can be a worthy provider to her when she's 30, 35, but in her mind, deep down, that 6'4" hot block will always be the superior. Good genes, basically. Money, sure, it can get you woman, but always remember, she will go to your place with his handprint on her cheek. When you kiss her, you are not gonna taste her, you are gonna taste him. That is the difference, bro. That is the difference. You can't buy genuine attraction. Oh, we understand, man. We get it, man. We get it. We understand. No, you don't understand. You don't truly understand. Shut the f up. If you understood, I wouldn't have to make this video. You don't understand cause you still think like a man. This issue ain't about this guy in this combo. I wouldn't make this video if he was the only one. If I didn't see this behavior from all of you guys. Pay attention here. All of you guys. I am not even talking about other people outside of this community. If this line of thinking is popular even around here, what can we expect from the average oofy-doofy on the street? Like, general population of men today have a big problem, which you can observe through divorce stats or just by going to a mall and looking at the couples there. It is very easy to put this video to test. Oh, all relationships are transactional. Let me correct that. All relationships you had and you can have are transactional. But these guys are not capable of seeing through it because of several reasons. For some, it is because of the poor CPU, insufficient CPU. For some, it is because of the lack of perspective. They still think like a man. For some, it is because of the location, right? For example, this guy lives in the Middle East. He doesn't know the fabrics, the social fabrics of the West. So he lacks perspective. Oh, money holds the same weight as looks when it comes to attraction. All relationships are transactional. Like, if you live in a Middle Eastern or North African country, you are excused for uttering this garbage. You are excused. The real tragedy here is that even Western men with poor CPUs believe in this. I didn't make this video to rip on this guy. I am cool with him actually, but this cop needs to be addressed. We have to end this money cop once and for all.
Speaking of people that are addicted to dating apps, look at this. So this guy, it showed like his matches and everything. So he's, nice guy, probably thinks a lot about the Roman Empire, and right swipes 1 million, okay? Matches 719, chats 217, dates 1, relationships 0. Bro.
16th century English philosopher Francis Bacon actually explains this phenomenon. His writings actually show the reason why men today, 500 years later, make the same mistakes. Humans only see things through their lens, right? They lack perspective. The information is actually there, but they only see a distorted version of it. Francis Bacon calls this the idols of the mind. Basically, he comes with the idea that there are idols, obstacles that interfere with the objective information the eye sees. These idols, obstacles, distort the light waves coming from the objective, observable reality. The eye is like a camera. It may capture correctly, but the brain interprets it incorrectly due to 4 obstacles, 4 tricks the mind plays. He calls them the 4 idols. And the mistake you guys make in this specific case, he names it the idol of the tribe. Meaning your nature, your natural reflexes make you misinterpret reality. Think of it like a faulty mirror, receiving rays incorrectly and distorting the reality. A lot of men today make the mistakes they make because they think like men. They resort to their innate reflexes. They think like, bro, look how much I have accomplished, how much I have succeeded, I have made it in life. And then look at this bum. No way he's superior to me because he is taller than me and he has a better jawline. No way you can convince me that this criminal, this drug dealer, Jeremy Meeks is superior to me because he has a better jawline. I am a doctor, I am a researcher, I am high value. Bro, no value for your face. In your eyes, by your reasoning, you might be right. And I would agree with you personally. But the problem is that is not how women see it, brother. I personally agree that you are superior to Jeremy Meeks. But clearly and evidently, that is not how society and women see it.
Why are you even talking about this guy? He's done some very bad things.
So in your mind, you think you are entitled to those attractive women that 6'4" criminal guy dates. You feel entitled and you get mad when it doesn't happen. Or even worse, since you believe in the notion that you are superior. And let me explain why this is worse. Cause thinking like a man and believing that you are superior leads you down a completely different road. It makes you fall for gold diggers. Cause you think their attention must be genuine. Cause why wouldn't it be? You are superior after all, right? Not according to her. But thinking like a man, you don't understand why she sees that 6'4" unemployed guy as superior to you. The idol of the tribe. And it is not easy to see past this idol. I was actually gonna talk about these 4 idols in a different video, in a separate video, but while we are at it, I will just very briefly mention the other 3 as well. Francis Bacon calls it the 4 idols of the mind. He was one of the 16th century philosophers that focused on human nature. A bona fide philosopher, unlike Jeremy Meeks, right? One of the idols, obstacles, is the human nature, the tribe. The other 3 being the idol of cave. This is an error made because of individual differences and life experiences that lead you to biased conclusions, incorrect conclusions. It is a reference to each man living in his own cave, mental cave. Confirmation bias, basically. He was talking about confirmation bias 400 years before the term was even coined. He is called the father of induction for a reason, you know. A good example for this would be Jeremy Meeks. Like, look no further than our beloved 21st century philosopher, human rights activist, Nobel Peace Prize winner Jeremy Meeks. Don't ever get up, man. Anything is possible. Life is such a blessing. Anything is possible. Everything is beautiful. Cause to him, it is. Anything is possible. The dude is like, I made every single bad decision I could have made. At every step of the way, I made the wrong call. But now look at the life I am living. That is because I work hard, guys. If you work hard, it can happen to you as well. Anything is possible in his cave. Not in yours though. The 3rd idol. Bacon calls this the idol of marketplace. The mistakes and misconceptions installed in you by the use of language errors. He claims that certain use of words can mislead people. Even some simple sayings can create perceptions in people's minds. Actually, a lot of business sectors use this as a marketing technique. Political campaigns also use it. You know, carefully worded slogans. I gotta admit, this idol might look a little weak today, but you gotta remember, the dude lived 500 years ago. Maybe back in his day, language was more important. And the final one is the idol of theater. Societal pressures, dogmas, and status quo might mislead you from the truth. The cultural values that people cling on to. I mean, this one is obvious. And that community members example I have mentioned would be a great example to explain this. He's from a Middle Eastern country, guys. Like, he actually lives there. There, in his country, women still need men's resources, and the cultural fabrics, values of the country don't allow women to cheat, divorce, and get alimony. Cultural parameters make him think that money can create attraction. But in the West, things are different, man. Women can show their true colors now, against oofy doofies. They don't need your money. They already make more money than you, on average. Everything else being equal. But he can't interpret this, because of the idol of the theater. I will give him a pass in that aspect. But just to make one thing clear, guys, of course money is important. Don't get me wrong. I wish I was a good lifer, man. It is great. It would be great. But I wouldn't fool myself into thinking that it would get me anything real. And I am very well aware of this painful fact. As long as you know this fact, I am not against using your money to have a better life or geomaxing. I am in favor of it. Unfortunately, in my case, not only my parents gave me shit looks, but they didn't leave me money either. I was thrown into this life with my looks. Like Thinking Ape says, choose better parents next life. Legit, man. That's a legit line. I should sue my parents for condemning me to this life. It is a crime, man. It is a crime to doom some innocent child to this world without looks or money. Ideally bought, bruh. That is the good life. But when you are born with neither looks nor money, tough scenes, man.
What do you do for work?
Nothing.
Why not?
Dad this money. My father just gave me money every month and I live here in Miami.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Where are you guys from?
Italy.
So what do you do with your life?
Just hang out with girls, go in the clubs
This guy has an amazing life. So let me ask you this. How long is this lifestyle gonna last?
until I get bored.
Are you not bored yet?
Absolutely not.
So your dad is okay with paying your bills and taking care of you for how long?
Until I get bored.
And then when you get bored, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I don't know.
How does someone get this opportunity like you do?
Just make your father work. I don't know.
But to conclude this video, guys, thinking like a man makes you believe that just because you have accomplished more makes you superior to some good-looking lowlife, good-looking criminal. And this is dangerous because this is the exact line of thinking that leads men to divorce courts. Because if you think having status, money, you know, becoming a doctor, becoming a researcher makes you higher value in women's eyes than a guy they truly desire, you will inevitably start to believe that women's interest in you must be because of genuine reasons. And that is why this video is very important. If I am superior, surely a woman will be attracted to me, right? And you know the rest of that movie. Dad bedrooms, wife cheats on him, divorces and takes all his money. And the last part, Hammerhand, watching Hammerhand videos. That is why all those oofy doofies believe that their wives marry them for love once they are 30, 35 years old. Brother, like, where was that love when you were young? When you were in so-called prime, if you ever had one. Guys, to be analyze the issues from other perspectives is an important, very important trait to have in life. Stop seeing everything through your own lenses. Leave that cave and tribe behind, bro. But I will talk to you in the next one.